Hi, this is RGK and today I will show you a game that is way more peaceful than what I usually play, Shape of the World. This is a relaxing and psychedelic walking simulator. It's not the first game of this kind that I tried, but it's the first that I actually enjoyed and I will attempt to tell you why. As you can see on the screen, there is a big red symbol that is impossible to miss. We have the illusion of a large landscape, but if we get closer to the edge, then we can quickly see that the world is closed. Finally, there are thingies to click on, such as reeds or trees, and they give a speed boost. When you reach the symbol, it switches the level and you can progress. Okay, here I just gave you the key elements to make this game work. My review is over. Goodbye. Okay, well, put it like that, it's not very enlightening, so I will analyze a bit more the game design, starting with a summary of my experience with other similar games that I played, such as Proteus. Usually, these games are pretty, or at least have a minimalistic aesthetic, but with lots of colors and shapes. Problem is, they are usually very static. They lack something gamier to keep engaged with the world, and finally, they are awfully slow. Shape of the World fixes the speed issue with all these trees that allow rushing forward, and more of them can be seeded on the path, so it's not limited to just those that were already growing there. There are also lots of bumper thingies for high jumps, and towards the end you can just click on some structures to leap huge distances toward them. Thus, even though the game is relaxing, it's not necessarily slow and boring as you are constantly invited to manage your trajectory. And the feeling is very tactile. The left click of the mouse is almost constantly put to contribution. It feels great to interact with the world rather than just observe it. Moreover, the background seems alive and keeps growing all around the player. I love when games do that. New colors keep appearing, and at time to time there are new creatures or new sights. It helps prevent repetition from setting in. Lastly, and this is the greatest achievement here, the game gives a sensation of freedom while subtly guiding the player. The areas seem large, but in the end they are not that big because from the moment the player wanders too far, big walls grow to gently remind you to go back toward the center. This happens when you are attempting to deliberately fight the flow, because instinctively you will find yourself aiming naturally toward the areas that trigger progress in the game. This directed instinct is calibrated by the layout of the level and the mountains, then crystallized by the colors, shapes and lights that attract the eye. We are like a moth flying towards the flame. And to crown it all, there are several triggers or exits per level, which means that even if you deviate from your trajectory, you are very likely to end up going toward another area of interest. This all results in the player feeling free to explore while progressing in a very organic manner, whereas if level design was badly done, then it would feel frustrating to go in circles without knowing where to go next. Toward the end of the game, the challenge is slightly increased and players have to use what they learned previously, but nothing too difficult. This is a short experience, about 1 hour and a half, but it is a very enjoyable and relaxing game while being just the right amount of stimulating not to feel bored. If that sounds interesting to you, the game can be found at about $13, but if you are not certain that's your thing, then you should wait for sales. In any case, I had a delightfully good time in this festival of colors, and all these transformations are mesmerizing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!